Hi everybody, Robert John Miller Gar Machinery. We're bringing you videos now consistently, hopefully on a Wednesday. So don't forget to like and subscribe, press that button. I'll mention at the end as well, don't worry. So today we are looking at the Honda cordless range, and we've got the HHH 36 BXB hedge cutter. So we haven't done much on Honda, and I'm going to be brutally honest, I think you all agree, in the trade anyway, that they probably came to the party a bit late. You know, we've got the Stills in the world, we've got the Egos, and they're massive. These guys have come a little bit late to the party, and we've kind of just like put it to one side and gone, whatever. To be fair to Honda, it's not a bad product. So we're going to do a quick review on it now. I'll talk you through it, and then I'll show you what it can do. So they're quite limited on their battery range at the moment, cordless range, whatever you want to say it. As I said, compared to the Still and the Egos that have got like masses of everything, you know, hedge cutters, trimmers, chainsaws, the lot, you know. The Honda have got this one hedge cutter, they've got a blower, and they've got a strimmer, and they've just released the little chainsaw, which is very alien. Honda chainsaw Honda. I'm still getting my head around that one. But they released this hedge cutter, handheld. It's got the longest bar out of all the I think out of the 3 manufacturers I've mentioned. It's got a 25-inch bar on it. Blade spacing on it, to be fair, is really good. If I go to Nat or Nat come to me, whatever's easiest. Yeah, that blade spacing there, I believe, off the top of my head, it's 32mm. That's pretty damn good. That's like the same as what you get on a petrol machine. So fair play to them. That's quite good. Which means you can tackle thicker material. I always say to people, with little finger size go in there, it should tackle that quite nicely. So you've got the long bar, you've got the thick spacings on the tooth, which means, in theory, we can tackle some thick material. I noticed this morning, because this is the first time I've probably used one. So we've got the 2 amp hour battery. They do a 2, a 4, a 6, and a 9. Slots in nice and easily. It's got the double click system like you get on the Still range, so 1 for transport, 2 for engaging. Run time is about 65 minutes. So on a 2 amp hour battery, which is their smallest one, that's pretty good time, to be fair, 65 minutes. Weight wise, you're probably a little bit heavier, that I can feel anyway, the other manufacturers, but it's not silly. If they make it too heavy, people aren't going to buy it, So on the whole, looks quite a robust machine. So we're going to put it in some work and see how those thick blades get on with it. Like all hedge cutters now in the battery ranges, there's always 2 points of contact. If I pull that trigger there, nothing's going to happen. You've got to have both contact. That's a safety thing. All right, guys. So nothing more than that. Just you can't pick it up by accident and get it going. Right then. So we'll come over to here and we'll give it a go. Right then. Let's see what happens. Hopefully, good things. Right, so like you probably, if you've been watching the videos, you probably noticed this bush. We've given it a bit of a hack in the last couple of weeks. we're getting through to the thicker, gnarly stuff now. You notice then it jammed up. So I'm tackling quite a thick branch there. So it stops to protect itself. A lot of these motors have got like an override sensor in there, so you can't push it to the point of destruction. I'll try it again slower and see if it cuts through, but yeah, it seems to be cutting through this stuff quite easily. It's thick, it's horrible, sharp, spiky. It's probably coping with it better than some of the smaller battery range out there. Yeah, so if you tickle it and don't go in like all out, that there is probably like 1/2 inch bit of timber in new money. I don't know, what's that, 18 mil or something, you know, so roughly. So yeah, so it coped with it quite well. So on the whole, it's nice and quiet, which they should be, being battery. On the whole, as I said at the start of the video, we haven't really paid much attention to it. But as a standalone kind of short-handled shimmer, you probably can't go too far wrong with it, to be fair. You know, does the job. You can see it cuts through thick material quite easily, and that is quite thick down there. You'd normally, I would say, be getting a petrol shimmer out, or like a pro kind of battery one, be going through stuff like that. So yes, it hasn't done the cleanest of cuts because you're having to nibble at it, but it's the nature of the beast. You know, you've got a battery machine. So I would say, I'm not going to go 10 out of 10 because they need to expand their range massively to give people the option. But if you want just a standalone hedge trimmer with the option to buy a blower and a little shimmer, you know, as well, you know, you're up there. You're probably 6 or 7 out of 10, you know, in terms of if you want like an idea of how good it is. So that is the, I've forgotten the model number already, the HHH 36 BXB from Honda. As always, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you again soon.